Hi, guys. As we are at home with our children for the next few weeks, we wanted to reach out and give everybody some ideas of some simple ways that you can build language into your everyday activities with your child. Um, so, we're going to start with books because so many kids really want to read books over and over and over again. Um, One of the things that I find to be a really great way for them to start working on language from even before we start reading the book is giving them a choice. So I might lay out three books. If they're a younger kiddo or if they're a child who may have limited vocabulary, I might allow them to just touch which one they want or point to or grab. If they're a little bit older, I might label each book and then have them tell me what it is that they want. So, do you want the book about the hen? Do you want the book about the truck? Or do you want the book about the gorilla? And then they can respond to that. Um, One of the next ways that we like to build in language is, you know, from the very beginning of reading a book, I like to identify who the author is and the illustrator. Even if it's a child who's a little bit too young to know what that means, those are both good words to help them know from the start, because as they get older, they will be expected to know what an author does and what an illustrator does. And so it's a good idea to just start using that kind of language from the start. When I read a book the first time, I usually just read it straight through, all the words on the page from start to finish. And I don't typically ask questions right off the bat. As children ask to read the same books over and over again, I kind of try to vary it from reading to reading the way that I might approach a book. So one way might be to read the story straight through, but another way to read it might be to read it while really looking at receptive language. So for a younger child, it might be as simple as having them point to the various items that are in the pictures that you know that they might know. So where's the bus or where's the truck? And having them try to find it and touch those things. For older kids, we might want to build in a little bit more language and concepts and have them find things that are maybe a little bit more complex that are happening. So find the lady who's holding a coffee cup, or if it were in this page, it might be finding like specific cars that are here. Can you find the yellow car who's in the middle, or can you find the green car at the back? So that they're starting to understand and hear some of those concepts while you're reading books. Another thing that you might want to focus on if you're reading a book for more than one time might be to focus on the expressive piece. For those little kids who are just starting to talk, it's a good idea to maybe come up with a word that they might see over and over in the book, and try to get them to repeat it as you go through the book. So for this book, I might focus on the word beep. I might focus on the word blue because the truck is blue and it's got a simple early developing sound with the B. Or if they have enough in their sound repertoire, I might try truck if they had a good approximation of that. So every time I might go, oh, beep, or blue, or truck, or whatever it might be. And every single page I might try to have them repeat after me as I do that. If they have a little bit more language, we might work on simple labeling questions. So things like, what's that? What's that? Oh, what's that? What are these? But you don't want to linger too long on that, because you want your child to be able to really understand a variety of WH questions and not just for the purpose of labeling. So as they are able to label simple items by answering what's that, you may want to focus on trying to vary the kind of question that you ask. So you may want to ask like, oh, who's coughing? Or where is the truck? Or other other kinds of WH questions like that. It kind of just depends on what the book is that you're reading, how many kinds of WH questions you can ask. But anytime that you can get an older child or a child who has a little bit more language to answer questions that aren't just for the purpose of labeling, it's really going to help to expand their expressive language. So those are just some simple tricks for reading books. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. You can email us at info@thespeechspacedc.com. Or you can check us out on Instagram and shoot us a DM, or give us a phone call. Our phone number is 202-643-8250. Thanks and good luck, and we'll see you again in a day or two. Bye.